So feel free to move your screen so you can see better, and you don't really need anything today. If you have a prop, if you have a block or anything, feel free to grab one, but otherwise you don't really need anything. But let's start on our backs. Any comfortable position. Your knees can be bent or your legs can be long, whatever feels good there. And just give yourself these first few minutes to settle in, closing your eyes so you can really become present in your body. Trying to let go of any distractions around you. Giving yourself this time, either on your mat, on your rug, in your kitchen, in your living room, wherever you are, to take care of you for this next hour. So take a moment to scan through your body, being aware of any areas of soreness, any places of the body that you're just holding on to some tension this morning. And then letting go of judgment of these parts of the body that aren't feeling great. Let them be your guide throughout your practice. Letting go of any poses or anything I do today that doesn't feel nice on your body. And start to connect with your breath, deepening and lengthening each inhale and exhale. And we'll just take a few more breaths here in stillness. And on your next inhale, let's find a full body stretch, reaching the legs long, sweeping the arms up over the head, feeling your spine lengthen. And as you exhale, start to draw the knees in towards the chest, wrapping the arms around the legs. And gently rock side to side for a moment here, massaging the low back. And keeping our knees bent, we'll release the feet down to the mat. And your knees can stay bent or you can take them long, whatever's more comfortable. We're gonna do a little work for the shoulders here. So we're gonna reach our hands up towards the ceiling, rotating our hands so our, our palms are facing towards each other. And as we inhale, we'll start to reach the fingertips towards the ceiling. So just the backs of our shoulders are lifting off the mat. And as we exhale, we'll let the arms fall back down into their sockets. So it's just a small movement. Inhale, reaching towards the ceiling, backs of the shoulders may lift off. Exhale to let those shoulders fall back down. Inhale to lift and reach. Exhale, relaxing down. A few more times, moving at your own pace, finding just your range of motion here. Okay, last one. Okay, now with the backs of the shoulders into the mat, we'll inhale here. As we exhale, we'll start to reach the hands up over the head. The hands may come all the way down to the floor behind your head, or they might not touch. Just depends on your rotation here. And we'll exhale the hands back up towards the ceiling. Inhale to reach up over the head. Exhaling back up towards the ceiling. Let's do like 3 more of those in your own time. Notice if your ribs start to splay out as you take the hands up over the head. Gently try to knit those ribs together. Engaging the core a little bit there as well. And then next time the hands are reaching up towards the ceiling, we'll hold there. And now we're gonna open our hands away from each other. So palms are still facing each other. We'll inhale here, exhale, arms open up, backs of the hands reach towards the floor. They may be a foot off the floor, maybe all the way down to the floor. And we'll inhale those hands back towards the ceiling. Exhale to open up, maybe get a little stretch in the chest. Inhale to squeeze the hands towards each other. A few more of those, maybe with your breath. Last one. And we'll just release those arms alongside the body. And if the knees were bent, go ahead and leave them there. Just maybe walking the feet in a little bit closer so the fingertips are reaching towards the heels. We'll inhale with our hips down on the mat. As we exhale, we'll press our low back into the mat. Slowly start to peel the hips up towards the ceiling, one vertebrae at a time. Inhaling at the top of your bridge. Exhaling, articulate through the spine as you lower the hips back down. And we'll do about 3 or 4 more bridges in your own time. Moving nice and slow, really trying to articulate through the vertebrae as you lift and lower the hips. Last time through those. And the next time your hips are down on the mat, let the arms open up wide and the knees drop from side to side like windshield wipers. And we'll bring those knees back to center. Lifting up our right foot, we'll cross our right ankle onto the left knee, letting the right knee fall open. And then take as much time as you want right here. If you want to press the hands into the legs like I normally do, find that little sway side to side. And then you can stay right there as long as you want, or if and when you feel ready, the right shin draws in towards the chest, interlacing the fingers around the left hamstring. And if you lifted up your left foot, start to bring it back down to the floor. Uncrossing our right leg, we'll reach the right foot up towards the ceiling to find a hamstring stretch. And then if you've got a strap, you can hook the strap around the right foot. I didn't grab one today. Or the hands can just interlace behind the leg. They can stay up high by the hip or all the way down towards the ankle. You can also reach that left leg long if you feel ready for a deeper stretch. Let's take a couple more breaths here. Start to rebend into the left leg if you took it long, placing that right foot back down to the mat. And we'll take left ankle to the right knee, letting that knee fall open. Again, take as much time as you want right here. If you want to press into the legs, find that sway side to side. And whenever you feel ready, you can start to hug the left shin in towards the chest, holding on behind the right hamstring. If you lifted up the right foot, start to bring it back down, uncrossing. The left ankle will reach that leg high for the hamstring stretch. Again, you can hold on with the hands or use something to strap that left foot. Maybe reaching the right leg long, only if that's not pulling too much on the hamstring. If you took your right leg long, go ahead and rebend it, releasing the grip on the left. And let's hug both knees back in towards the chest. Rolling completely over to either side. Catch yourself with your hands and slowly help yourself up to any comfortable seated position. Okay, now as you get here, start to roll through the shoulders, letting go of any stress or tension you've been holding there. A couple more of those. And last time, relaxing the shoulders down and back. As we inhale, we'll sweep the hands up towards the ceiling. Exhaling, bringing the palms together and down through the heart. Moving with your breath, inhale to reach. Exhaling through the heart. few more of those in your own time, really connecting with your breath. Last time, let's meet with hands at the heart. And releasing the hands down towards the legs or the floor, wherever they reach. And we'll take our right arm out to the side, rotating that right arm so the back of the hand is facing forward. We'll bring the right hand to rest either on the low back, or if you can comfortably reach that left arm, you can grab a hold there. And we'll turn and gaze over our left shoulder. Opening up through the front of the right shoulder, might feel it into the neck. Slowly bring the gaze back to center. And now we'll start to tip our left ear towards our left shoulder. Carefully start to release that right hand wherever it was as you tuck the chin in towards the chest. Lifting the head through center. We'll find the other side. Left arm reaches out to the side, rotating that arm, bringing the back of the left hand either to the low back or reaching for that right arm. And then we'll turn and gaze over the right shoulder. Start to bring the gaze back to center. And now we'll tip right ear towards right shoulder. Start to release the left hand as you tuck the chin in towards the chest. Lifting the head back through center. And we'll inhale to sweep both hands high again. Exhaling, we'll twist over to the right side, letting the hands fall wherever they land. Gentle gaze over the right shoulder if that feels okay on your neck. Calm. All right, we're going to keep our right hand where it is. As we inhale, we'll sweep our left arm open, and you can turn and gaze towards the left hand if that feels okay on the neck, really opening up through that left shoulder. Exhaling, closing back into our twist. Inhaling, left arm sweeps open. Exhaling, closing into the twist. Yeah, just one more of those. And we'll meet up in our twist. Now this time, left hand stays where it is. Inhaling, right arm reaches high. As we exhale, we'll reach up and over to the left. And releasing the right hand back down towards the floor. We'll use our next inhale to sweep our way back to center. Exhaling, twisting over to the left. Taking a few breaths, settling into this twist, gazing over the left shoulder. And we'll start to find that flow. Left hand stays where it is. Inhaling, right arm sweeps open. Open up through the front of the right shoulder. Exhaling, closing into our twist. Inhaling, right arm sweeps open. Exhaling, twist. I didn't count how many we did on the first side. I think it was just 3. So let's hold this next time we're in our twist so we can sweep our left arm high and start to reach up and over to the right side. And releasing the left hand back down towards the floor. Inhaling through center. Exhaling, hands down through the heart. All right, let's move forward to hands and knees. Feel free to pad your knees if you have anything at home there. And we're stacking our knees underneath our hips, hands underneath the shoulders, and we'll flow through a few rounds of cat and cow. Inhale to lift the tailbone, pulling the heart forward, lifting the chin through cow. Exhaling, rounding through the spine, tucking the chin through cat. Inhaling forward through cow. Exhaling, rounding through cat. A few more times through this, moving at your own pace, adding in any other movement that feels good on your body. One more time through those. And as you feel ready, we'll sink the hips back towards the heels, finding child's pose. Hands can reach forward, or you can stack the hands underneath the forehead. Stay there. I'm going to yell at my dog real fast. Frank, leave your feet alone. Come on. I'm back. All right, let's inhale to lift up through hands and knees. As we exhale, we'll tuck the toes, lifting the hips up and back, finding downward facing dog. And any movement, if this is your first down dog of the day, take some time to bend the knees, pedal through the feet, wake up your hamstrings. One more breath here. On our next exhale, let's take a deep bend in the knees. Start to walk the feet towards the hands or the hands towards the feet. Finding a comfortable forward fold. Keeping the knees soft. Try to let your head and neck relax down. And hands can rest on your legs, blocks, or you can reach across for opposite elbows and find a little sway side to side. And releasing the elbows if you are holding on. As we inhale, we'll slide the hands up the legs, lifting halfway up, kind of nice long spine. Exhaling, releasing back into our forward fold. As we inhale, we'll sweep the arms out to the side, reverse swan dive your way up to standing. Exhaling, hands down through the heart. All right, let's do a couple of vinyasas just to really warm up that upper body a little bit more. So stepping up towards the top of our mat, so we'll inhale to sweep the arms high. As we exhale, we'll soften the knees as we dive forward. Inhaling, sliding up the legs, lifting halfway up. Exhaling, deep bend in the knees to bring the hands down to the mat, stepping the feet back into plank. And taking care of your body, you can be on hands and toes. You can also be on your knees here as well. We'll chaturanga to lower down, hugging the elbows in towards the ribs. Rolling the shoulders down away from the ears. Think about lengthening through the spine as you lift the heart, either cobra or up dog. Relaxing the shoulders away from the ears. And lowering down, pressing up and back. Any way you want to get to down dog or child's pose even. One more breath wherever you are. On your next exhale, deep bend in the knees. Walk, step, you can even hop your way to your forward fold. Hands can always walk back as well. Inhale to lift halfway up. Exhaling, releasing forward. Inhaling, reverse swan diving, lifting up to standing. Exhaling, hands through the heart. Let's do one more like that, nice and slow. Inhale to sweep the arms high. Exhaling, knees soften as we dive forward. Inhale to lift halfway up. Exhaling, planting the hands, flowing through your vinyasa, passing through your plank or kneeling plank. Chaturanga to lower down. Cobra or up dog on the tops of the feet. Lifting up and back, downward facing dog. One more breath here. As you exhale, deep bend in the knees and walk, step, or hop your way to your forward fold. We'll inhale to lift halfway up. Exhaling, we're going to stay in this forward fold this time and keep our right foot forward, left foot steps back to find a lunge. And any lunge that feels right on your body today, as long as your right knee is stacked over the right ankle, you can do anything else you want here. You can leave that left knee up, or you can lower it down, pad that knee as needed. In either version, high or low lunge, you can climb your way up onto that right leg. Especially with that knee down, it gets a nice deep hip opener through that left side. Try to relax the shoulders away from the ears. Staying open through the heart. Here for one more breath. And if you climbed your way up onto a knee, start to bring the hands back down to frame the right foot. We'll start to lengthen out the right leg, walking hands, blocks back, whatever you're using here. Try to keep lengthening through the spine so you can stay up on fingertips if the floor is a little far away today. And then you can stay right here if you just want to keep it simple today. Or the left hand can cross over that right leg. So you're in a gentle twist towards the right leg. And the hands can stay close, so you can start to walk them out a little bit farther. Maybe dropping the heart towards the elbows, so like kind of like you're in down dog. Just gives you a different stretch in that right hamstring. And if you walk those hands forward, start to bring them back in, bringing the hands to frame the right leg again. Rebending into the right leg, passing through our lunge. We'll tuck our left toes, set the left foot up to meet the right. Inhale to lift halfway up. Exhaling, folding forward. And our right foot will step back, setting up your lunge on the side. And any lunge that makes your body happy here. You can stay up on the toes or lower that right knee down. Hands can still frame the left leg, or if you'd rather climb up onto that left leg to deepen the hip opener, you can do that as well. And try to relax your shoulders down and back. Keep breathing here. And if you lift it up onto the left leg, start to bring the hands back down. We'll lengthen out through the left leg to find that hamstring stretch. Taking a few breaths here at center. Try to stay open through the heart, drawing shoulder blades towards each other. And the hands can stay framing that left leg if that's what you did on the first side. If you want to add in that little twist, right hand steps over the left leg. And the hands again can stay close so you can lock them out, maybe dropping the heart down towards the floor. If you walk those hands out farther, start to bring them back in towards the left leg. Bringing the hands to frame the left leg. We'll rebend into that knee. Tucking the right toes, take as many steps as you need to bring the right foot up to meet the left. We'll inhale the left halfway up. Exhaling, folding forward. Inhaling, sweeping up to standing. Exhaling, hands down through the heart. All right, we'll stay standing, stepping sideways on your mat, taking the feet nice and wide here. We'll start with the toes pointing the same direction as the long end of your mat if you're on a mat here. And if you'd like to come right into a shoulder opener, you can reach back and either grab opposite elbows, or if the hands reach, you can interlace the fingers. We're inhaling the shoulders down and back. Exhaling, we'll start to fold forward. And you are more than welcome to stay in the shoulder opener the whole time. If you'd rather just focus on the legs, the hands can slide down towards the floor, or hold on to your legs, or block, whatever you need there. And taking a few breaths, try to let the head and neck relax down. Noticing if you're holding any tension in the jaw, the space between the eyes. And if you're still in that shoulder opener, you can use the hands to pull yourself all the way up to standing. Otherwise, hands can slide up towards the hips as we lift our way up. All right, we'll keep our left foot where it is, and we'll pivot the right toes towards the short end of our mat if we're on one. Taking a deep bend into that right knee for warrior two. Reaching the arms long, maybe turning the gaze down the right hand. Shaking down the shoulders, try to let them relax down and back. Okay, we'll move here a little bit today. So as we inhale, we'll lengthen through our right leg, sweeping the hands up towards the ceiling. Maybe palms come together, maybe not. We'll exhale to rebend into warrior two. Inhale to lengthen and reach. Exhaling, bend. One more of those. And this time we'll keep our arms reaching long. Inhale to lengthen through the right leg. Exhaling, right hand reaches forward, left hand reaches high into triangle. Maybe turning the gaze up towards the left hand. Inhaling, left hand pulls us back up. And we're going to keep this right leg forward. Just heel toe your left foot in a little bit so you can shorten your stance. We'll rebend into that right leg. If you would like to square off the hips, you can, but you don't have to. So we're kind of coming to a little warrior one here to find a humble warrior. So we're gonna reach back and find our shoulder opener of choice, whether that's, again, elbows, interlacing fingers, or grabbing a strap. We'll inhale those shoulders down and back. As we exhale, we'll start to fold onto that right leg. So it might just be your chest resting on the top of the right leg, or maybe you can even come to the inside of that right knee. And use your next inhale to lift you back up, lengthening through that right leg, pivoting right toes to long end of the mat, and you can heel toe that left foot out a little bit wider. We're gonna come back into this wide leg forward fold. You can find that shoulder opener again if you want to give the shoulders a break. Hands can slide down to the legs or down to your mat, and try to let the head and neck relax down for a few breaths here. If you want some movement, you can bend the knees, swaying side to side. One more breath here. And we'll start to slide the hands up towards the hips, lifting yourself all the way up to standing. We'll find our warrior two on the other side, rotating the left leg. So the toes are pointing towards the short end of the mat. Deep bend into the left leg, reaching through the arms, finding your warrior two. And we'll find that flow. Inhale to lengthen through the left leg, sweeping the arms high. Exhaling, rebending through warrior two. Inhale, lengthen and reach. Exhaling, bend. Last one. And we'll keep those arms reaching long. Inhale to lengthen through the left leg. Exhaling, tipping forward into triangle. Inhaling, right hand pulls us back up, and we'll wiggle that right foot in to shorten our stance, setting up for our humble warrior on the other side. So you can find the same shoulder opener, you can switch it up. If you interlace your fingers, you can try doing the opposite thumb on top, the way that feels funny. Inhaling, shoulders down and back, exhaling, bowing down towards that left leg, maybe falling to the inside of the left knee. Inhale pulls us back up to standing. And this time we'll just step that back foot forward, shake out the legs a little bit, let it go. All right, we're gonna balance for a moment here, so feel free to move around your room, hold on to anything you need to. We're gonna start with tree. So rooting down through whichever foot you wanna do first today, doesn't matter. The opposite foot can stay on the floor the whole time, or you can slide that foot up to the calf, help it out up over the knee, any version of tree. Feel free to grow your branches in any direction. And start to release that foot down, shake it out, let it go. All right, we'll find our other side, rooting down through that leg. And this can be the same tree, or it can be a completely different expression on the side. Listen to what your body needs here. Find somewhere still to focus the eyes. Try to let go of distractions around you. I'm trying to ignore my dog licking her feet in the other room. My husband's bringing home a cone for her to wear. She keeps licking her feet until they're bleeding. It's real fun. All right, start to release that foot. Shake it out, let it go. Frankie, come here. Frankie, stop it. Stop, I see you. All right, we're gonna find eagle. So again, you can stay towards the wall if you want to. We haven't found chair yet today, so find a gentle chair. It doesn't have to be your deepest chair. It can be more like a bar stool here. The arms will reach out to the side. Let's root down through our right leg first. So we're crossing our left knee over the right. And your toes can stay down to be a little kickstand. You can lift that foot up. You can also wrap that foot around. Then we'll cross our left arm over the right. You can just give yourself a little hug. Or you can start to rotate in at the elbows, bringing back to the hands, palms together, whatever reaches. And if you're comfortable here, you can deepen the bend into the right knee, maybe lift the elbows a little bit. All right, let's start to untangle the legs, release the arms, flap them, roll through the shoulders a little bit. All right, we'll find the other side, softening through the knees again, arms out to the side, rooting down through our left leg this time. Right knee crosses up and over, toes up, down, or wrapped around. And right arm crosses over the left, whatever you'd like there, whatever works for your shoulders. If you feel solid here, deepening the bend into the left knee, lifting up those elbows to deepen the stretch in between the shoulder blades. Let's inhale to untangle everything. Let it go. Roll through the shoulders. All right, stepping back up towards the top of the mat if you had wandered away. We're gonna vinyasa our way back down. Inhale to sweep the arms high. Exhaling, knees soften as we dive forward. Inhale to lift halfway up, find some length. Exhaling, planting the hands. If you would like to vinyasa, you can vinyasa in your own time. You can also just walk the feet back to down dog. You can go to child's pose if you'd rather not have such a physical practice today. But we're all going to meet up in down dog. Take your time if you're doing anything else there. And as we inhale, we'll sweep our right foot up towards the ceiling. We're going to pause there. So you can keep extending through that leg, or you can bend the knee and stack the hips, whichever feels better. And if you opened up the hips like I did, go ahead and inhale to square those hips. As we exhale, we'll keep this knee bent and sweep our right knee up towards the right wrist, planting the shin for pigeon. Heel toeing the left leg long, and then use anything you've got around your house here. If you've got a block or even a pillow, you can put that underneath the right hip to really square off those hips. If you need some padding under the left knee, you can put a blanket there as well. You can stay up on the hands the whole time. That'll be a little bit more gentle on the right knee. Or if you're comfortable here, you can start to fold down to the elbows or down to the forearms. Even bring that block onto the forehead. Really pressing into that third eye center. It's really grounding, really calming. And if you drop down to your elbows, slowly start to climb back up onto the hands. We'll tuck our left toes. Your right foot can go straight back to down dog. If you want to take it high one more time, sometimes it feels nice, kind of shake it out a little bit. Do anything else you need. And we're gonna find our way to the other side whenever you're ready. Inhaling, left leg sweeps high, and we'll pause there for a moment so you can keep extending or bend the knee and stack the hips. We'll inhale to square the hips. Exhaling, left knee sweeps towards left wrist. And take your time, get yourself propped up here with whatever you need. And then easing yourself into your fold. You can stay up on the hands or start to walk down to the elbows, supporting the forehead if that felt good. If you drop down to your elbows, slowly start to climb back up onto the hands. Tucking the right toes. We'll take left foot either back to down dog, or if you want to take it high again, shake it down a little bit. And let's meet up in down dog. In front down dog, we're going to rock forward into plank. Feel free to lower your knees. We're going to lower all the way down onto our stomach. I'll spin myself around here. So on our stomachs, we're going to keep our left arm bent, so like you're in cobra, and our right arm opens out to the side. And you'll have your forehead down. I'm just going to lay bent up so I can talk here. This is a stretch for the outside or the front of that right shoulder. So we're going to slowly start to rock onto our right hip. So it might just be barely lifting up that left hip, or maybe you want to rock all the way on to the right hip. And then this top leg, that's our left one, I think. You can bend that knee and plant the foot on the outside of the right leg as well. But try to let your head and neck relax down. And you're in control of how much you want to rock onto that right shoulder. And we'll slowly start to roll back onto our stomach, lengthening out that left leg if you had it bent. And we'll swap out the arms. So we're bending our right arm in to be that little cricket leg. Left arm opens out from the shoulder. And this side may be different, so slow as you go into it, rocking onto that left hip any amount. Maybe bending the right leg, stepping the right foot behind the left. And try to relax head and neck down on the floor. Carefully start to lower yourself back down onto your stomach. Bending both arms in so the hands are underneath the shoulders, and we'll press up and back to a child's pose. In this child's pose, start to walk the hands a little bit closer together, keeping the elbows on the floor. We'll start to bend at the elbows, bringing the hands either to the backs of the shoulders or the back of the neck. We'll start to release the hands back down to the floor. As we inhale, we'll lift up through hands and knees. So feel free to pad those knees again. We'll keep our left hand stacked under the shoulder. As we inhale, we'll sweep our right hand up towards the ceiling and find a little twist. As we exhale, we'll thread our right hand through the left, bringing the right side of the face down to a block or the floor. So we're stretching the back of that right shoulder. The left hand can stay stacked under the shoulder. You can slide that hand forward. You can also bend the elbow and rest the hand on the low back if that feels okay on your neck and shoulder. If you moved your left hand, go ahead and bring it back in so that left hand is stacked under the shoulder, pressing into the left hand to lift back up through hands and knees. Coming to the other side, inhaling, left arm sweeps high. Exhale, we'll thread left hand through the right arm, left side of the face down towards the mat this time. And the right hand can stay under the shoulder. You can reach it forward, or you can rest it under the, or on the low back. If you moved your right hand, start to bring it back in under the shoulder, pressing ourselves back up through hands and knees. And we'll drop the hips back, swing the legs around, coming to seated. And as we get there, we'll keep our right leg reaching long and bend the left knee in. Come this way today. Bringing the hands to frame that right leg. We'll inhale to lengthen the spine. As we exhale, we'll start to walk those hands down alongside the leg. On each inhale, see if you can lengthen your spine a little bit more. Each exhale, relaxing down towards the leg. And then your choice, you can stay right here, or like we did in that half split when we were on our knee earlier. You can walk that left hand to the outside of the right leg. You might have to lift up about halfway to do it. And then you can start to walk those hands forward again. Just gets a little bit more into the low back, especially on the left side. And if you walk those hands out really far, start to bring them back in. Bringing the hands to frame the right leg as you lift yourself back up to seated. And we'll hug our left knee in towards the chest. Then you can either stay right there or step the left foot up and over the right leg. We'll find a twist, wrapping right arm around the top knee, left hand down towards the floor. We'll exhale to unwind back to center. You can stay right here, or if you'd like to rock onto the right hip, bending the right knee to tuck that leg under, and sitting the left hip back down. Knees can stay staggered, or if you'd like to stack left knee over the right. And you can just stay upright the whole time or add that hinge forward to release deep into the low back, into the hips. And we're going to inhale to lift halfway, or actually all the way up. I don't know what I'm saying. So you can keep the legs how they are. If you are really uncomfortable here, you can come to just easy seated, but we're going to add in the arms that go with this pose. We'll inhale our left arm high, bending the elbow if you're patting yourself on the back. Then the right arm can come up and just gently guide that elbow a little bit closer in towards the head. Then you can stay right here the whole time, or like we did at the beginning of class, the back of our right hand comes to the low back, and you can either just grab a hold of your shirt here, or you can start to walk the hands a little bit closer together. If they magically find each other, you can hook the fingers. Start to release the left arm, release the right. Roll through the shoulders as you untangle the legs, shake them out a little bit, let it all go. All right, we'll do all that on the other side. So our left leg is staying long, right knee bends in, just starting with a hamstring stretch. Inhale to lengthen the spine, exhaling, walking those hands forward, relaxing into this fold. Again, you can stay right here if this is just feeling wonderful today, or lifting up about halfway so you can step the right hand over the left leg and then walking the hands forward again. Cannot talk today, y'all. Maybe melting the heart down between the elbows. And if you walk the hands out far, start to bring them back in, bringing the hands back to frame the left leg. And we'll draw our right knee in towards the chest, and the foot can stay on the inside, or you can step it over to find the twist. Wrapping left arm around the top knee, right hand down towards the floor. We'll exhale to unwind, and you can stay right here if you're taking care of your left knee, or if it feels okay to shift your weight onto that left leg, bending the knee, tucking it under, staggering the knees or stacking them. And we'll find that forward fold before we add in the arms. So relaxing forward if that feels okay on your knees. We'll inhale to lift back up. And if you're uncomfortable here, just come to any other seated position while we do the arms. Inhaling, right arm reaches high, bending the right arm, patting yourself on the back. Left arm comes up to assist. And you can stay right there, or back of the left hand comes to the low back. You can just grab a hold of your shirt or a strap, or you can start to walk the hands towards each other. If they magically find each other, hooking the fingers. Start to release the left hand, releasing the right, rolling through the shoulders as you untangle your legs. Shake them out. All right, to reverse the shape of the legs we were just in, let's bring the soles of the feet towards each other, rolling the shoulders down and back, staying open through the heart as you fold forward. Finding your breath here, inhale to lengthen the spine, exhaling, relaxing down towards the feet. Here for about 5 more breaths. Use your next inhale to lift yourself back up. Drawing the knees towards each other. We'll reach both legs long in front of us. Let's inhale to sweep the arms high. Exhaling, hinging forward. Let the hands fall. Let head and neck relax down. See if you can release and relax on each exhale. Sinking into this fold. A couple more rounds of breath here. Slowly start to walk the hands back in towards the body, bending the knees, holding on behind the legs. We'll lower ourselves all the way back down onto our mat, hugging the knees in towards the chest. Let's find a happy baby pose, taking the knees wide towards the shoulders. Hands can stay on the knees, or you can grab the outsides of the feet or the big toes. Add a little rock side to side. Releasing the grip on the feet, letting the knees fold in towards the chest, and we'll end with a final twist, letting the arms open up wide, inhaling with the knees at center. As we exhale, we'll let both knees fall over to the right side. They can be stacked or staggered, crossed. You can also keep the knees stacked, but lengthen out the left leg to open up through the IT band of that left leg. Rebending into the right leg if you took it long. Inhaling the knees back through center. Exhaling, both knees fall over to the left side. Any version of a twist you did on the first, if you want to add that length of the right leg. Rebending into the right leg if you took it long. Inhaling the knees back in towards the chest, wrapping the arms around the legs. Taking a deep inhale here. As we exhale, we'll release the legs long or any other comfortable position, coming into a short little Shavasana here, allowing the body to soften, letting go of any distractions around you, allowing yourself to be present in your body, focusing on your breath for this last minute or so. Slowly start to reawaken your body, inviting small movements into the hands and feet, circling through the wrists and ankles. On your next inhale, come back to that full body stretch, reaching the arms long, legs long, feel your spine lengthen. As you exhale, drawing the knees in towards the chest, wrapping the arms around the legs. Rolling completely over to either side, taking as much time as you need there. And slowly helping yourself up to any comfortable seated position. We'll bring our palms together, bringing our hands to our forehead, to our third eye, as a reminder to have clear and loving thoughts. Bringing our hands to our lips, as a reminder to have clear and loving words, and to our heart, to always have clear and loving intentions. Thank you for your practice today. Namaste. Thank you.